That was probably so loud. Oh my god. Why didn't anybody tell me? Oh my god, that's like unusable. Hey, what's happening, party people? This is a soft reset, so, I just noticed that the audio on... Okay, so what happened? I would have been streaming a little bit earlier, but my computer decided to just absolutely collapse. That was cool. Um, uh, where we left off last time is literally just right over here. Hang on, let me, like, right here. This is basically where we left off. Here's Moliere, and he told us to go look for, his brother. That's where we left off. It didn't save here, though. I just had to replay all of, like, the first level. And I just noticed that the audio for the game was turned up way loud in the capture. But I'm not listening to the game through the capture, so I didn't notice. Oh, man. So yeah, all you missed was just some straightforward combat, like, all the way up to here. God. I feel like such an idiot. I look down and I'm like, huh, I must be, like, really quiet right now. My, like, audio is, like, right up next to the game. That's crazy. Nobody told me. Nobody told me. I was using OBS for something else. So I was messing around with the settings. Yo. Yo, that thing is cool. Buffalo Beetle. Cool. That's dead. Oh, but there's so much shit down there. There's so much shit down here. I want it. Yes. Okay, cool. This part of the mines reminds me of the brain tumbler experiment in the first Psychonauts game. Something about it. That's unfortunate. You remind me of the brain tumbler experiment from the first Psychonauts game. Fucking burn. You got me. I'm dead. You got me, dude. Absolutely destroyed. Annihilated.
I bet you can't ring that bell.
Shut the Shut up, Sparks.
Sparks. Scared?
Sparks, shut up.
Big special dragon is scared of the mean old bell. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry, baby. Why don't I get your pillow? You laid out.
Sparks, shut the fuck up. How does it feel to get so incredibly god in front of all of Twitch? I don't like this Sparks design. The Sparks is bad.
You okay, buddy? Hey, listen, forget about those cracks I made about your fatness and your being purple and stupid and fat. Alright? Just get out of there, please, Spyro. Don't be dead.
David Spade is absolutely just phoning it in with this. Everything about Sparks in this game is so incredibly bad. Sonic Breath Attack. Is that David Spade? Yes.
Me? No. No, I was talking out loud thinking of my day I gotta do.
Well, just thought I heard something before I blasted my way out.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no. Must be hearing things.
God, Sparks sucks. It's Elijah Wood as Spyro, too. I thought it was somebody doing their best David Spade impression. Honestly, yeah. Yeah, Sparks is played by David Spade in this game. Spyro's played by Elijah Wood. Gary Oldman is running around here too. Would you want Spyro in Smash? I mean, sure. Any Spyro representation is good Spyro representation. Keep him in the conversation. Don't let him die. I feel like... What moves do you think he'd have? I think obviously he would have like his charge, his basic fire breath attack. I don't think, considering that they're not really acknowledging any games past the first 3 right now, I don't think they would give him any extra breath attacks because he didn't really have those. I think he could have some some of his abilities could be like summons, like just other characters from the franchise. That could be fun. Do you want a Skylanders alt costume? Absolutely not. Spyro in the Skylanders games looks like a little goblin in like the worst way possible. I mean goblin in like the derogatory sense. He looks bad. I do not like the Skylanders design for Spyro. I wouldn't mind, cause like, I love Skylanders Spyro. Really? I can't tell if this is a bit. I can't tell if that's a bit. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him over on my shelf. Specifically because it's Goblin energy, but they could have done that to not Spyro. I mean, there's like other base Skylanders. There's like a troll. There's like other good. Great design, bad character to choose to redesign. That is fair. I will agree with that sentiment.
Come on, you worthless waste of flesh, let's go. We gotta hop on Steam and get back to that flea-bitten dragon. The crystal should be almost ready, and the volcano's right on the brink.
Hi, Michael Clark Duncan. No, not Michael Clark Duncan. He has passed away. It's another actor with 3 names. Kevin Michael Richardson. I believe. It's always fun to me to imagine how characters would play in other games. I think, in all honesty, like, even though I'm not a big fan of Crash Bandicoot, I think Crash is more in line with, like, I think Crash would play better in Smash. I was about to say Kevin Michael Richardson. I believe that's him. I know Cree Summers plays the villain of this game. and she does a great job. %90 sure too, didn't hear too well, but it sounds so much like him. I've come to the conclusion the Earth Breath sucks. That sonic shotgun, not a fan of that. So, like, what happened? Did Spyro end or just never get finished? So, there were 6 or 7 kind of mainline Spyro games that, like even if there was radical redesigns to, like, the gameplay, they would still reference early Spyro games to be like, oh, this is still, like, a continuation. Like, Spyro 5 was a huge... Yeah, so there was 3 games on the PS1, the original trilogy. There was, Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale on, like, PS2, Xbox, GameCube. There was 3 handheld, like 3 Game Boy games, Season of Ice, Season of Flames, and Attack of the Rhinox. And then I think, like, there was all these Spyro games across, and they all kind of counted in the continuity. And it all kind of wrapped up at the end of, I thought those were, like, little spin-offs. I mean, I would have considered them spin-off. I think Attack of the Rhinox is considered a spin-off, I think. I definitely know Spyro Orange is considered a spin-off, because that's a crossover with Crash Bandicoot. It's like Spyro taking on Neo Cortex and Crash taking on Ripto. Those are fine games. But, well, I mean, I never finished Spyro Orange, so I don't know. I didn't get very far in it. But I would have considered the handheld one spin-offs until the last Spyro game in the continuity, like the original continuity, which is called Shadow Legacy, which has, it's basically a best of. It has, like, pretty much every level in that game uses the same name as a previous level in a Spyro game. And it references, like, the PS1 era, the PS2 era, the Game Boy games. Like, it references all these other Spyro games, which is why I don't consider them spin-offs. But that being said, after that, this game is like a hard reboot for the franchise. This is like all completely new, and they blew the budget on, like, a big voice cast, like an inexpensive voice cast. And I don't think that was the right call to make. Oh, it's just right down there. I know I had to throw the switches, but I was not paying attention to where they were. I was just killing enemies so that they wouldn't kill me.
You don't know how to drive this thing.
How hard can it be? It's on rails.
Oy, famous last words.
I do not like the sparks at all. Man, I cannot tell what is going on right now. Am I winning? Would you ever want to work on any Spyro property? Absolutely. If they let me, like, write for a Spyro game, I definitely wouldn't. I don't know enough about game design to really work on that aspect, but I'd love to write, voice act maybe. Like, the thing is, David Spade's character is less annoying when they get hit are less annoying when they get hit every 5 seconds, like Daxter. Yeah, Daxter kind of gets what's coming to him most of the time. I remember really liking this segment as a kid, but now I cannot tell what is going on. But yeah, I'd love to work on a Spyro game. I had some concepts on, like, I was doing some analysis, and I might do a video on it at some point about, like, the like design choices behind Spyro villains and like how to do a proper Spyro villain. What makes a Spyro villain stand out? Oh, I see what's going on. They're trying to knock me off. The caboose is loose. Oh, the caboose is gone. No. Oh, fuck, he's behind me now. I remember this part. Okay. This is the end of that section, I guess. Loading. Now it saves. Now it decides to save. Cool. Hey, look, a giant scorpion. I don't know why it's called a buffalo beetle. It's clearly just a giant scorpion. There it goes. I win. Gone. Absolutely disintegrated. To be fair, I don't think elephant beetles look like elephants. Yeah, but they're called buffalo beetles, and they neither look like buffaloes or beetles. That's a scorpion. It's not a buffalo or a beetle is my issue. Also, those were giant bats. They could definitely have just flown back up. I think the electric attack is overpowered when you put everybody by a cliff. See, these are called buffalo beetles. This is a scorpion. It's a cool scorpion design, but I almost feel like it would have been better to divide amongst... I almost feel like it would have been better to divide amongst Spyro's aspects. What do you mean by that? To divide what amongst Spyro aspects? The lightning powers. To divide powers amongst Spyro's aspects? I mean, like, to be fair, Like, instead of lightning breath, he generated it with his horns. Oh, that would be sick. And then, like, instead of, like, this weird sonic shotgun thing, and they could behave differently, instead of this, like, sonic shotgun, make it like the head bash. Give it, like, a better... I think the head bash would be, or, like, the horn attack would be really good with the sonic ability. That'd be really cool. Okay. I think I'm going up this way. The thing about Earth Breath is that you could make him kicking up boulders or shit, man. I like the idea of the sonic breath attack. I think they call it Earthquake. Yeah, so... Hypothermic Ice Stream... Yangdrathis's Shattering Earth Shot. Dragsooth. Icklemar's Electric Stream. Fire Blast of the Eternal Inferno. Like, I'm not saying the Earth Breath couldn't have been just straight up rocks, but... that was cool as hell. You can do a lot with wings and wind. Yeah? I think the wings would be really good for, ice. Like, he flaps his wings and it kind of creates, like, this blizzard gust. Like, what if instead of being an Earth Breath, is just him stopping midair and powerfully thrashing his wings? That'd be cool. Are these done coming through the... Blizzard Gust could be a benefit of upgrading Earth and Wind. Combine the elements. That'd be cool.
More likely spies for the conductor, or that flying beast, Cinder.
No, Moliere sent us.
Ice and Wind. Oh.
Brother is alive.
He sure is, pal. He's all safe and sound. But I gotta say, he's the friendly one in the family.
I'm sorry. In these dark times, one can't take chances. So, Moliere is alive. Oh, wonderful news. But why did he send you here?
Well, he said you might be able to tell us where our friend Terrador is.
If he's a big dragon, I certainly can. The majority of the Manwir Smalls are kept here in this camp, forced to live above ground and mine for cinder. And there are rumors that your dragon friend is being kept somewhere inside, in the darkest pits of the volcano. All of us are doomed.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
What do you mean?
Is that Corey Burton? Yes, it is.
I mean, we're going to free the Manwir Smalls, venture to the darkest pits of Boisetbig, and find Terrador.
Then, it's off to karaoke.
Shut the fuck up, Sparks. I love Corey Burton. Me too.
All right, let's
Just like if upgrade both pass and they have secret perks. People love finding shit out like that. You're right. Secret perks are real cool. I always thought like Steam could be a cool, like if you combine water and fire and get like a steam breath attack. That could be really cool. could have like some utility to it as well. Oh, that's where they're keeping the manware smalls. Yeah, so the little mole guys are called the manware smalls, and they live in a volcano called Boys It Big. I think that's fun. You could boil night orcs in their armor that you can't break without a different kind of upgrade. I just hope for whatever they're planning with Spyro 4 that, like whatever they're planning with a Spyro 4, I hope that they, but like cartoon boil, not brutal.
Two crazy kids found each other.
Yes, at last, thanks to you.
We're just disappointed you didn't leave any fun for us.
Maybe next time. So now, which way to Terrador?
Not death-curdling
But be
screams.
careful. The conductor and his maniacal locomotive will surely be close by.
When you say be careful, does that mean try not to die? I'm trying to do that anyway.
Come, Humor. We must get all the manware smalls underground, where they belong.
Yes, it won't be long now.
I got too caught up in game design. I also like that name scheme you were talking about. I got too caught up in game design. It's all good. Whatever they're planning for Spyro 4, because at this point there's such, like, fan outcry for it. Obviously they're not going to announce anything just yet. Toys for Bob is trying to promote the new Crash game, which is their right. So they're not gonna, like, they're not gonna deflect from promoting their new game by saying, oh, by the way, also Spyro 4. But there's such, like, coming from, like, a company like that who is very clearly, like, such fans of the original, they're not gonna look at the fan outcry for a Spyro 4 and be like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Wait a ding-dang fucking second. Oh, did you not know about the new Crash game? There's a new Crash party game coming out called, Crash Team Rumble, which is the same abbreviation as Crash Team Racing. So now when people are talking about CTR, I thought Toys for Bob went out of biz or got liquidated, or something like that. Toys for Bob was bought by Activision, which was bought by Blizzard into Actiblizzard, which is now owned by Xbox. And essentially, it's Activision basically said Toys for Bob is going to be making stuff for Call of Duty. Weapons, skins, maps, shit like that. However, so long as they meet their quota of, like, Call of Duty content, they can make whatever else they want to make. Yeah, I basically cried when I read that. It's... Basically, it sounds like the B team at Toys for Bob is still allowed to make actual games, which sucks. I hate Activision so much. I remember when Activision was a cool name, and then predatory monetary practices. But yeah, there's a new Crash party game coming out. That looks pretty good. And I know they're going to be doing, like, DLC or something with Spyro. Like, Spyro, Hunter, and Nasty Nork ended up in Crash Team Racing, so... Like, there's going to be some Spyro representation. I know there is. But there's been such, like, fan outcry that Spyro 4 is a win more than it is an if, in my mind. And whatever they do with Spyro 4... The breath attack always seems to be the go-to when teams get a hold of new Spyro content. It's like, okay, we gotta give them, like, all these breath attacks. I wouldn't mind, like, 1 or 2, but, like, they always make it 4, and the 4th breath attack is always lame. it's always like water or bubbles or something, or like this weird shotgun. Ice, electricity, and fire. That's fine. Give me something different. Aspects are cooler. Give me an elemental, or like in early Spyro games, they had the power-up gate things where it's like, oh, run through this, and for a brief moment, your fire attack is like way powerful, or you know, you can run really fast. Give me a gate that says, hey, for this world, you have an ice breath. They did that in Spyro 3. Spyro 3 had one level that was entirely like, hey, while you're here, have an ice breath attack. Wario Land used to do that stuff. Really good idea. Like, I don't... It's not to say that I don't think Toys for Bob could do it well, it's just that some other companies have already done it, and they are very creative people. I think there's some really cool things that they could do that isn't already trod ground, if that makes sense. I mean, they're the creative leads. Like, I'm just a fan. They have the absolute freedom to do whatever they want. However, Bohavane Raven Tracker. Cool. He's dead now. My disagreement with how the sequel got made was the entire reason I got in the game. That is completely fair. Make the games you want to play. That's like the best advice I've ever... That goes for like any creative like medium. Make the movies that you want to watch. Make the music you want to listen to. Make the games you want to play. I'll just make my own game. With hookers and blackjack. You know what? Forget the blackjack. Screw the whole thing. 2 scorpions. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Make the adult content you want to subscribe to. That's exactly it. What if I just killed them? No, those are buffalo beetles. They look like scorpions to me. Correction, they look dead as hell. Those guys are dead. Have you considered the riders of the buffalo beetles? There are no riders. They're literally just scorpions. Nobody's riding them. They're just scorpions that shoot fire out of the ends of their tails. Check again, homie? Okay, next time I see one, I'll check. I did not see a rider. We'll see about that. Oh, that's just a big nest in the middle. I didn't even notice that. What if I destroyed this? Are you just passively collecting a hoard, or is there a shop for upgrade? Red gems give you health, green gems fill the green bar up in the corner, because my breath attack in this game just isn't automatic. The breath attack uses the green gauge, which I think is really dumb. The pink gems refill my super meter, and the blue gems give me, the blue gems are upgrade points for this. That is dumb. Does it ever become infinite? Not that I recall. I don't remember for certain, but I really don't remember it, ever being permanent. Where are they coming from? I'm sure that's fine. Would you be less perturbed if it became longer or infinite over the course of the game? I would be less perturbed if there just wasn't a meter to begin with, if they just let me keep my breath attacks. Maybe, like, have the fire one be permanent. Oh, this is where I came from. Maybe have, like, the fire one be permanent, and then, like, any extra breath attacks beyond the meter, I guess. That wouldn't... Oh, hey, Explorer, welcome back. We are partway through here. Since you're my friend, you're legally obligated to put up with my game FPS. No, I'm fine. I like hearing about your game development bullshit. Welcome back, Explorer, though. What is this mine called again? The Munitions Forge. We are halfway through the Munitions Forge, I think. Terrador's somewhere around here. Can I just skip all of them? What if I just ran past all of them? So, like, orcs and then dinos. Who else hates the dragons? Becomes main antagonist in the series. Actually, they're not orcs. They're, goblin orcs? What is Nork? Is it gnome orc? Nork was a portmanteau of something. Nork was a, it's like goblin, gnomes, and orcs, I think. But yeah. Orcs, dinos, who else hates the dragons? In this game, it's, another dragon. In Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, it's another dragon. It's interesting because for Spyro 4, the dev team wanted to make the main villain a dragon, but then the rights holders were like, no, there's no such thing as evil dragons in these games. There's no evil dragons in the Spyro games. So they had to reuse Ripto as the villain. But then for Spyro 5, they were allowed to do a villain dragon.
That's Terrador.
Careful, it's never this easy.
After the last 2 times, you're not gonna get an argument from me, Chief.
Dragon should be able to be
Oh,
evil.
here we go again.
You're a little late, fella. The crystal's already charged and the volcano's ready to blow.
Monkey.
Before it does, me and Steve here are gonna take great pleasure in running you down.
Yo, speaking of monkey, I am so excited for Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I'm so excited for the monkey movie. They had no time either to think of a new bad guy either. Yeah, no, it was just fucking Ripto. They just had to reuse Ripto. Said it before, but I've seen griffins as the holy equivalent to dragons. Would love to see the rivalry play out. I would like in the same vein of like Darksiders, where like it's more nuanced than that. It isn't just angels are the good ones. I wouldn't mind like there's like a realm where griffins are perceived as like the good holy, like the good and holy ones, and it's like, oh, dragons suck, and then Spyro shows up and like Spyro's cool and good. We eventually want to tackle a 3D platformer. I've got some ideas, as it is my favorite genre of game. I know what I like and don't like out of a 3D platformer. Spyro's like a kickflip of a dragon. He's cool as hell. Why does it feel like my breath attack is doing more, like, the fire breath attack is doing more damage to this guy than to, like, normal enemies? This feels weird. I don't like this. Like, this boss fight is much easier than I remember it being. Wait, what did that monkey just say? Did that monkey just say not in this timeline, pal? What does the monkey know that I don't? Do the other attacks work on him? Yeah, probably. So the other breath attacks just have, like, other abilities. Like, the lightning breath attack allows me to throw around, like, ragdolled enemies. Ice breath freezes enemies. The sonic shotgun breath attack has like a knockback. But the fire breath attack, from what I recall, is the one that's just like pure damage. It's just pure and absolute damage. Any day now. There we go. Oh, he killed me. I didn't realize how low on health I was. I used up all of the crystals. I used up all of the crystals to get my breath attack back, and I was not paying attention. Well then. Lifetime. Not in this lifetime, pal. I thought he was saying not in this timeline. I was so confused. No more monkey conductor. Oh, pre-rendered looks so bad.
He's got a name, you know.
Yes, my name is Spyro. Then you must be Terrador.
Yes, yes I am. And I must say I never thought I'd live to meet you, Spyro.
Look, I'd love to sit here and hug everybody and chit-chat, but how about we leave before the volcano blows us up?
You're right. I've got to tell the others what Cinder's up to.
Let's go. Right behind you. Actually, I'm right in front of you.
Run!
Look, when the guy says run, I think he knows something.
Cinder got the magic bauble. Who knew Steam/Valve was the enemy? I knew. I always knew. Let's say you're in charge of a Spyro game. How would you handle health upgrades?
Go, Spyro! Fly like you've never flown before! I'll go back to the temple for help!
I would say... Hang on, let's wait for this cutscene to play out. What? Oh, am I playing now? Okay. In terms of health upgrades for a Spyro game, I kind of like what they did in Spyro 3, where Sparks had like a little playable section in each homeworld, and one of the upgrades you got for doing it was a health upgrade. But if we're doing multiple health upgrades across the game, I think if we're doing a health bar, there we go. I would say, because I want to encourage exploration, I would say that maybe 100%ing a level could give you, Cinder is right there on top. How do I, what? She is right on top of me. What am I supposed to do about that? Or you could do it however you want. I want to hear your Spyro. My Spyro... So... I don't know what's happening. Okay. I have thought a lot about this, and I think it's interesting how in the first Spyro game there's only male dragons. We don't see female dragons until the eggs hatch in Spyro 3. So I would want to do, like, I don't know what they use R1 to speed up. I should have been reading the instructions. Use R1 to speed up. Okay, I'm holding R1 now. I would want to do a realm of, like, all female dragons, and there would probably be some kind of, like, not political intrigue, but there would definitely be a conversation about, like, why there's a division between, like, dragon realms, like, what happened. I wouldn't necessarily make the villain just a female dragon, because that Cinder kind of fills that spot real well. I like Cinder in this game. But there'd definitely be a conversation about, like I wouldn't even necessarily divide it. It's only really divided up based on gender because that's what the first game did. It just, all of the dragons were male. But there would probably be some division based on, like... Because, okay, in Spyro 3 we got the Forgotten Realms, which we are told used to have dragons, and then those dragons left, causing those worlds to start to die. Those worlds started to die. You could make the villain an incel dragon. I would probably... like... I would make the conversation be about why the dragons abandoned the Forgotten Realms. like one tribe of dragon decided to move on and like find a new place to live, and the other tribe of dragons, the ones that aren't Spyro's people, would be like, hey, that would kill all the other inhabitants here because our magic would be gone. So they like stick around for a little bit, and then once they realize without all of the dragons it's still not working for the betterment of their people, they have to look elsewhere. So they kind of have that like guilt of abandoning people that was thrust upon them.
You're gone, Spyro. There's nothing we can do.
I don't care. Ignitus wouldn't leave me.
Yes, he would. Ignitus is...
He's right.
he would hang out.
Oh my god, that's a first.
Yes. You never find them in this mess. And you're not ready to face Cinder yet. Time to fight will come, but it is not now.
Ignitus would absolutely leave you,
I guess
Spyro.
you're right. Let's go.
So there'd be a lot of ancient ruin exploration as a big part of it? No, not necessarily, because we explored the Forgotten Realms already. That would be... would it be open world, or would it be doors? It would be the doors. I like the original layout of Spyro games with, like, home worlds and little levels with their own unique aesthetic within those worlds. But I like what Spyro 2 did, where some of those worlds could be connected. Like in Spyro 2,
It's my fault.
two of the worlds are
I
at
failed
war with
Ignitus
each
when he
other.
needed me most. It's just that the sight of Cinder so close just...
Made your heart stop? Put ice in your veins? Scared the crud out of you?
Yeah, something like that.
What if we squash the bug?
Fear at one time or another, Spyro. There's no shame in that.
Yes, it's a proven scientific fact that the quotient between adrenaline and trepidation... Voltaire, please. I believe our good friend here was trying to make a point.
Thank you, Cyril. What I was going to say is that all warriors feel fear, Spyro, but only the most valiant among us can face that fear and master it. From what I saw of you on Munitions Forge, you are one such warrior.
Don't make me do more tutorial bullshit.
Young dragon, now is the time to complete your training. Now is the time to face your fear. Come.
Am I the only one still petrified?
I just hate knowing that Sparks, at one point in his life, was a homicidal maniac bent on killing anything it could find. What are you talking about? Is that from this game? Did he mention something like that this session? I tuned Sparks out. I'm not gonna lie. I do not listen to him. You ever see the life cycle of a dragonfly? Shit, you right.
The power to harness the soil, the wind, the world itself is now within your grasp. Let's begin.
But yeah, I think the exploration would be more so larval stage is notoriously ultra-violent. I think, for my Spyro game, it would be exploring this, like, new realm of, like, the other dragon tribe that was divided. Like, the two dragon tribes that fought over, like, whether or not we should leave the Forgotten Realms. So there would be, like, new lands to explore and stuff.
Always be gracious in victories.
What if that was a burp? That would be awful. Chase after the dummies and... okay. Oh, this is really annoying. I can hold the button.
There might be hope for you yet, young dragon.
Oh god. I think that's what the people really want. I love this breath in this game. I think it's really cool. Like, the idea of a sonic, quote-unquote, sonic breath attack is really cool. Press triangle to throw an earth bomb at enemies. Stay within the elemental walls. Oh, it's a little tornado. That's cool. So, Terrador isn't Earth so much as he is nature-based. It's not just, you know, rock stuff. It's nature-based. That's cool.
Looks like Ignitus may have been right about
What if that was a chain burp?
This way, oh Mauve one.
Shut the fuck up, Sparks. Triangle to throw Earth Bomb at the fleeing dummies and aerial melee them caught in the whirlwind. Defeat all the enemies before time expires. Man, you know what I hate? All of this tutorial nonsense is on a timer.
You might prove to be a true warrior yet.
Spyro, come here.
What? Okay. After defeating the small dummies, press R2. Okay. How much? I guess I can level this one up. Incredible. Yes, new beginning. Hey, Mew. Welcome back to chat, Mew. I saw you stream a couple days ago. I'm sorry I couldn't make it. When are they gonna give Spyro a photorealistic gun? Oh, you're good, I appreciate it. When are they gonna get... Hey Siri, when do you get the gun in Spyro A New Beginning? Siri. Hey Cortana, when do you get the gun in The Legend of Spyro A New Beginning? I really like, I'm on my way back from class. I'm gonna, poop in a few, but I'll be back in like 20 minutes or so. All good. I am... You get the Glock after you kill the triple barrel dragon. This breath attack, in my opinion, is more funny than anything else. Hope the PC is okay. Well, I assume it is. The blue screens are scary. Yeah, that was weird. Oh, cool. It didn't kill them? That's awesome. Alright, see you in a bit, Mew. When you get the shotgun.
Good job. Now, the final confrontation awaits.
Hey Siri, when do I get the tactical nuke for my kill streak in Legend of Spyro A New Beginning? I'm saying Siri because that's the one I don't have and I don't want to actually activate my phone right now. If I say the Google word, my phone will go nuts.
Pat on the back, good going, all that other rubbish, but we've got to get moving here.
Oh, Cyril is terribly obnoxious, but in this case, he happens to be right, Terrador. Ignitus is the final piece to Cinder's puzzle. If that last crystal is powered, the portal will open, and we'll all be done for.
I know. When I was on Munitions Forge, I overheard the conductor say that Cinder's final preparations would take place at her lair, where she lives in solitude among the clouds and the towers. I am certain that's where she's taken Ignitus.
We have to go. Come on.
I'd give anything to go with you, young warrior. But that crystal sapped the last of my will. I fear my fighting days are over.
God damn, all of you are worthless.
Our time is done. Yes, it is Spyro's time to shine.
All of you are worthless to me.
Go to it, young dragon.
Yes, sir.
Wow, you guys make even me want to face Cinder. Did I say that out loud?
Hey Siri, when do you learn the meteor spell and commit genocide to finally end Ripto once and for all? I think I just did. The ultimate for the ultimate for the like earth breath attack is just raining rocks.
Cinder's lair is where
Jeff Bennett, yes.
dies by
That ice dragon is Dexter's dad. Help me out here, Jeff Bennett. Jeff Bennett. Also father from Codename Kids Next Door.
plans her next assault. You must make your way to her fortress, where I'm sure Ignitus is being held.
Next time I say that I want to face Cinder, why don't you go ahead and punch me in the mouth?
No problem.
Man, I love that show. Which one? Codename Kids Next Door or Dexter's Lab? Because Dexter's Lab gave us days are for dads and dad's car.
Terador made it sound like this place is uninhabited.
Now what fun would that be? Come on, we've got to take them out.
This level design, I'm gonna say it, cool as hell. I don't know if that's controversial, but this level looks cool as hell. Reminds me of the ice level you fight Dingo Dial in Crash Bandicoot Warped. I wouldn't know. I don't play Crash Bandicoot games. I know Dingo Dial. Literally, my favorite Crash Bandicoot game is Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel. Like, the remake of the Crash Bandicoot racing game. That's my favorite Crash Bandicoot game. Because they put Spyro into it. I mean, I've been playing it since launch. I genuinely think I like Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled more than I like just like regular Mario Kart, if I'm being honest, but I didn't remember you not enjoying Crash. It's just because, like, since I didn't grow up with it, when the Insane Trilogy came out, and the Insane Trilogy had some messed up physics, like, the worlds were rebuilt to the scale of, like, each of the individual games, but Crash's model had the physics and, like, had the jump distance and stuff of Crash 3 Crash. There was a lot of, like, precise timing and stuff you had to do with otherwise easy platforms. I don't know, I just don't like Crash Bandicoot games all that much, but I did say at one point, and I will hold up to this, if I ever get partnered on Twitch, I will play through the Insane Trilogy on stream. If you don't, you don't. However, I am completely prepared to... I just didn't recall that. Yeah, it's... I mean, I don't like actively talking about things that I don't like, so I probably wouldn't bring it up that much. Play Maximo 2 on stream. Hang on, I have a list. I'm gonna cross out... I play Jack 3, so I can cross that out. Maximo... 2. You said I didn't have to worry about playing the first one, right? Like, it catches you up to speed in, like, the first, cutscene. So these are just games that were recommended to play. I would love to see what you think of the first one, but yeah. I have Haven Call of the King, Scalar, Rocket Power Beach Bandits, and now Maximo 2. Some of these games I have, so I'll be able to play soon, but, that's the list. Those are the ones people have recommended to me. Both Maximo are action platformers. I like action platformers. Oh no, the monkey. It sure would be cool if I could jump. I would happily let you borrow my copies of Maximo next time you come to town. Yeah, we should just find time to hang out. I will be graduating college soon, so hopefully then I might have some more time to make the drive down. You'll just have to, like, tell me what your days off are. I remember months ago you talked about having so much going on. Yeah, we are now in post-production. The senior thesis films are premiering, oh god, in 11 days. In 11 days we're premiering. Oh, man. Saying it out loud made me real nervous all of a sudden. Luckily, we're having, like, a test screening day, on, like, Monday. You gonna put it up anywhere after the premiere? I want to do a little more work to it. I'll have it ready for the premiere, but I think I might want to do, like, a director's cut and get it ready for, like, festival. I might want to take it to, some festivals. We'll have to see. But, after the festivals, if we do anything with it afterwards, we can, then I'll probably put it up somewhere. I'm definitely going to use it for a reel, like, as part of my film reel. I think there's some great shit in it. I'm really proud of how it's turning out. It's actually getting laughs. It's, like, the people who have been, like, the people in my cohort who have, like, seen it a bunch of times and given me, like, notes and stuff about, you know, how to tweak and improve, they're still laughing when they watch it. The jokes aren't getting old. I definitely want to see when you feel like you're done with it. I'm excited. Oh, I'm so excited. I just have to get through my, like, other bullshit classes. Like, if I could, I would focus exclusively on the film, which is, you know, why I want to do it for a living, and not have to worry about my dumb physics class or something. Aurelius... What's that guy's name? Aurelius what? I don't know, he's dead now. Absolutely fair. Battle Eater, Warp Warrior. These are some cool ass names. I like that they have different random names. Yeah, it definitely feels like letters strung together for the first name, but then it's like two cool words put together for a last name. Tear Raven or Tear Raven. Streak Wanderer. Dive Lizard. Am I, like, going after this one monkey? Is that what this is? It's Tear, like Cry if he has emo hair, brutal if not. This is definitely the point of the game that feels repetitive to me. It's like kill a bunch of enemies in room A to go to room B, kill a bunch of enemies. this door is gonna close, and then you're gonna fight more enemies. God, the fully upgraded Sonic breath is so OP. If I was a Venture Brothers villain, my moniker would be Great Monkey Business, and I would be a business gorilla man that's also military. Oh, General Monkey Business. That's good. General Monkey Business. Would you... That or Mummy Millionaires had bandages unwrapped in dollar bills. For General Monkey Business, would you specialize in guerrilla warfare? That's something I'm excited to work on. Yeah, and I would have a team of chimps constantly working on the next big Shakespeare. Oh, that's so good! Oh, that's so good, though! Wait a minute, that's awesome! So, later this year, the Venture Brothers movie is coming out. Supposedly later this year. We've gotten some little sneak peeks and stuff to it. Which I'm obviously super stoked for. It's like my favorite show ever. But now that it's ending, and like now that I'm gonna have some more free time once I graduate college, I want to work on some more like structured video content for my YouTube channel, and I want to do like a lot of breakdowns for like Venture Brothers, just because that show is so layered. That show is so clever at times. It's incredible how some things feel incredibly well planned and other things feel like absolute happenstance. Like a 2-hour video in a single frame. The big one that I want to focus on, and I hope a video like this doesn't already exist. So, Venture Brothers relies heavily on its, like, super science. Like, it's the super villains versus super scientists is, like, how it's framed. I think the inventions within Venture Brothers tell a lot about the people who made them, if that makes sense. Onto it. I'm gonna kill this thing. I don't know what this is, but it's dead. So I would want to do a breakdown video of like all the different inventors, what they made, and what that says about them. Like for instance, Rusty, a lot of the things that Rusty makes within the show is like, it's either taken directly from his dad, or it's to like cash in on his dad's stuff, or it's like not his own original idea. Like very rarely does he have an original idea, and the only time he has an original idea is when it's to like, is when it's a stepping stone to something greater that isn't his idea. Yes, my favorite. Hey, Dragonath, welcome back. I think this level has like some of the coolest designs. I don't like how it's like defeat enemy to go to next room to defeat enemy, which is what like a majority of this game is, but here it feels very obvious that that's the game design. But at least it looks cool while I'm doing it. I just like how it looks. Absolutely. I will say, this particular floor I'm on looks like my parents' old bathroom tile. This is actually just bathroom tile. Love that for you. Oh, I'm out of breath attack juice. Okay. You're out of burp. Heinous. Horrendous. I hate that.